What's going on, everybody? My name's Scott Police, and one thing I like to do is to bring the fucking weirdest games I can find in my library and play them, and mostly old, because I like old games the best, as I said before. I can't figure out how to get Crash Bandicoot 1 to work, so until then, I'm gonna play this game. This game is called Okami, and this game is awesome. So hopefully some of you guys will know what I mean. If not, whatevers. So while this is going, I will now lower volume to like 2. Long ago. I'll probably read this because there's no fucking subtitles. Well, there is, but they're like a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nested in the grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms are beautiful. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Dun dun dun! Holy shit, those are dragons. To satisfy the appetite of the Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual... Oh, that said annual. Okay. At the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of a tree trunks, its blood-red eyes were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. I'm just gonna read the story for a little bit. When the night of sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside of the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed, I think that's how you say that, Shiranimu, or something like that. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village. It made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. I'm gonna go with enemy? Possibly. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranomi. That's not how you say it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranami's swift movements. The wolf sounds pretty badass. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plumed arrow herded to the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft oh god, squarely into, oh my god, something actually happened. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring the secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. Next slide. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. And as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Holy shit. I believe I have beaten this game but very far ago. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued. Sucking dick, no, kidding, and gasping for breath. Can't suck dick if you're gasping for breath. No, kidding. He knew that he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared, as if to protect Nagi. It stood its ground before Orochi. Making sure this is, let me just make sure that this is still doing shit. It is doing shit. It is doing shit! In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranomi the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranomi leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Pretty intense. We got a battle going on. There's a battle. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranomi summoned gusts of the divine wind to counter Orochi's flames by drawing a wind with a brush, because that's how life works. As Orochi closed in on Shiranomi, sharpened claws glistening. What the a tree? A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranomi fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi protected by mystical power was not easily bested. Shiranomi covered in gashes. Shiranomi covered in gashes. Majestic coat dyed crimson. Soon exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Fucking tree. Really? Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranomi refused to give in, and with his last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. And there they go. The light from the glinting off Nagi's sword became a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, phone's going off. Guided by his sword's Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously. Yeah, I think I said that right. He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword posed high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Shit's going down. Orochi's broken body collapsed in the lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the village was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranomi had blanked to Orochi's poison. Oh, succumbed. Fucking, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Shiranomi had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranomi was no longer moving. The village elders gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranomi let out a hoarse and pitiful bark. Then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Fuck. Peace had at last returned to the Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranomi's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed it at the statue of the wolf within. Cherry blossoms are beautiful. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. Until, of course, some fucking shit went down. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranomi's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Stuff's going down. Oh god, the gate. Oh god, what is this? Oh, it's a sword. Oh god, someone's grabbing it. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsusakomi Yomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, you idiot! No, you fool! Don't pull that out! No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Holy shit, he did it. Oh my god, red eyes! Holy you dumbass! You dumbass! Look what you've done! Look what you've done, you idiot. You've released hell on earth! And you're about to die because you can't run for crap. You tripped and fell.